Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another top 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 favorite pieces from Palace Skateboards' Autumn 2022 collection. Well, yes guys, if I'm doing this video today, it means one thing. The Autumn 2022 season is over. Well, it actually probably means two things. It probably means that I need to do this video because the winter season is about to come out and I haven't started anything to do with it yet. I haven't even covered the drop list, and literally 5 minutes ago they posted something saying, yeah, so the winter range is available, and I was like, geez. So I need to get to it. We need to talk about the Autumn 2022 season and my top 5 favorite pieces from it. Now, yeah, I didn't actually pick up anything from the Autumn 2022 season. I've been so focused on like picking up Undercover, picking up Capital. I've had my eyes and I've bookmarked some Supreme pieces from a couple seasons ago that I am looking to pick up soon. It's just that, yeah, well, money, you know, I gotta save up for them, gotta buy them, but yeah, that's mainly it. I haven't really paid, even though I've liked pieces in Palace weeks, I haven't gone for anything. That's not to say anything about Palace or their latest drops or anything like that. I'm just focused on different things, but I still do like Palace. I still do like covering Palace, and I can definitely come up with a list of 5 pieces from this Autumn 2022 season that I like. That was pretty easy. The hardest part was actually arranging them in which I like from least to most. That was kind of tough, but I did come to the realization at the end of it on which one I really felt like I could like wear all the time. It looks clean, etc., etc. I think that, you know, it's just a fantastic Palace piece, and I'll get into all that when I cover all the pieces. So yes, of course, in today's video, I'll mention why I like the pieces, which 5 pieces I think are the best, from worst to best, but I mean, it is the top 5. So even if piece number 5 is technically the worst piece in this list, it's still better than a lot of the stuff that I've seen this season, in my opinion. It's all in my opinion, obviously. And look, while this video is going on, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section below, you big Palace fans out there. What did you like this season? What were you feeling? What were you not? What are your top 5 favorites? What was your favorite collab this season? Would love to hear it, but let's get into it. Let's start talking about my top 5 favorite pieces from this season. Let's jump in at number 5. Now, piece number 5, I feel bad that it's at number 5 because I really do feel like this is a standout Palace piece because they didn't go overboard with the logos and the color. Okay, well, I can't say that because one of the colors is literally lime green, but they, you know, like, it was just clean, and they need to do more stuff like this in more seasons. But, you know, we don't need a Triferg slapped on everything. We don't need a huge logo slapped on everything. If we just get some nice pieces with some nice low-key designs, like, that's all we need. That's all. I know it's a streetwear brand, and I'm asking for a lot there by saying don't slap a huge logo on it. But when they don't slap a huge logo on it, it looks really nice. Okay, that's my rant over. That's how to improve on a streetwear brand. The video, just don't slap a huge logo on something. But it's true. Hey, look, that's just how I feel. But for piece number 5, it's gonna go to the cable knit, and yeah, as I said, I kind of have to take back what I was about to say about they didn't go too crazy with the colors, because quite literally one of the colors for this piece is Vault Green, but the other 2 colors are quite nice. Obviously my favorite color out of all the 3 colors offered was the black because it's just cleanest. I really like the design on it, the simple interlocking design on the chest, the different designs that are separated by these like columns, I guess you could put it. It just looks really nice. It looks really nice, and you know, Palace being Palace, they still had to put a little logo on it. They still had to, you know, showcase that it's a Palace piece, but they did it in quite a tasteful way where it doesn't take away from the piece in its entirety. Would it look better without the tiniest little logo there on the left breast? Of course it would, but I will absolutely take a little logo like this over a huge smack dab Triferg logo on the back of the piece. You know, like a lot of the knits and a lot of the pieces that they do. I think this is a better way of handling it. I like this design. I wish I could have picked it up. It released in a bit of an awkward week for me. I was already buying something else. I already had paid for something else recently, but I would love this in like an extra large. Give this to me in an extra large in the black. Kind of would be tempted with the pink. I feel like the pink is like still fun, like it's a dusty kind of pink where it's not too vibrant. But the most vibrant color of them all, that Volt Green, yeah, I can't do that. Sorry, like, it's cool that there's a brand out there that did a Volt Green cable knit sweater, but it's not for me. It's not going to fit well in my wardrobe, so I think I'll have to stick with the black there. But I think this is a really good piece. I know a lot of people out there probably aren't going to be feeling it, but I really felt it this season when I saw it in the lookbook initially, and I've been liking it ever since. And I had to mention it as my 5th favorite piece in the autumn 2022 season. Okay, now this piece, I feel like I was warm to it initially when we saw it, but I've become even warmer now just because I've looked back at it and thought, you know what? This came from one of the best Palace collabs I've seen in a long time, and this is a piece that I would actually wear. The colors are clean on it, the cut on it is clean, everything about it is nice, except for the branding, but even the branding is minimal enough for me to overlook it, but I'm still going to complain about it. What we have at number 4 is the Engineered Garments patchwork zip-up hoodie, obviously in the green. Like, the black is cool, don't get me wrong, love the black color that it comes in, but for me, like, if you're going to be paying that kind of money for the piece, if you're going to be getting a piece like that, I feel like you need to get the one that's a little bit spicier than just the black. It is cool that even with the black color, they still did the patchwork take on it. Very nice. It's just, yeah, I think the green is definitely better. But, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about what I'm beefing about the piece. They have I think this is where people that actually own the piece will be able to tell me if I'm wrong or not. It's like a puff print co-branded design on the back of it, but it's tonal, so it's not like you have this green hoodie and then you have like this like Volt text puff print on the back or something, you know, something contrasting it. It's a puff print that's tonal and complements the design, probably because it's just like a transparent puff print, so the color of the fabric underneath comes through it. But can we just scrape it off? Can we just grab like a, you know, like a butter knife and just like scrape it off? Not actually a butter knife, but yeah, can we get rid of that? Because I think it would look just much nicer with just the branding on the front, which is this like very low-key hit, like right here above the kangaroo pouch. Or I shouldn't say kangaroo pouch because it is a zip-up hoodie, but above the left pocket. Like, that's all we needed. We didn't need a triferg. We didn't need any further branding than that. That little hit down here is all we need because it's all in the design that I'm super interested in. The colors are nice. The fit of it looks nice. I'm still conflicted on, I feel like it would have been a nicer piece as a pullover hoodie. I still feel that way, but it's not a bad zip-up hoodie. I like the button detailing on the hood. Yeah. It's like I'm like nitpicking for details here to be like, oh, this wasn't that good. Like it's not like the overall piece was bad. It's like I'm really going down to the details of it, which is probably a good thing, right? Like I'm having to find things like by really digging into it that I don't like instead of just like it's a bad piece. So yeah, look, the colors are nice. It's a solid piece. Definitely from one of the best Palace collabs that we've seen in a while. I felt like I should have praised it more when we initially covered it. It wasn't a collab for me as like a lot of the silhouettes that Engineered Garments was doing for this collab is not stuff that I would normally wear, but some of my mates that are super into those silhouettes were just going crazy for it. They were like, yo, that's bonkers. I want all of it. But so did you guys apparently. Like basically the whole collab besides the vests sold out pretty quickly. Like I think there's a couple small sizes of the pants and stuff left, but yeah, just like it just went wild. But understandably, yeah, it's an awesome piece. Love both colors. Preference is the green. Had to mention it in this video as piece number 4. Okay, I feel kind of bad now mentioning this piece is like piece number 3 because it's like covered in logos. And I've just like beaten up 2 pieces for their logos. But like, I guess I could kind of justify it. This silhouette is known for having huge logos all over it, and it has, right? Like, okay, piece number 3, my third favorite piece in the season, is the collaborative varsity jacket with Golden Bear, the Greek varsity jacket. This one released in week 1. Most of the big, like, show-stopping, I'll put in quote, show-stopping jackets that are Palace releases or Supreme releases, they like to drop it in the first week to, you know, bring that crowd to the first week, understandably. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I was just dunking on the past 2 pieces for the logos, but I feel with varsity jackets, they are very logo-centered. They don't have to be really nice. You can just have simple, like, 2-tone varsity jackets, but when you think of a varsity jacket, I think of, like, sports teams, all down the arms, maybe on the wool chest, maybe on the back panel. I just think that it's going to be covered in logos, I think. And that is a deciding factor if they decide to go with the logos, because they got to be good logos. And I was kind of feeling these. When I saw them, I was like, damn, it's kind of nice. The color choices are very classic. Either go with the red and the white with the yellow logos, or the navy and the white with the silver logos. A good choice with the logos, I gotta say, for the blue one. I wasn't expecting that, but that's good. Yeah, I like the little designs on that, the little Greek-inspired designs all over the pieces. The mentioning of all their locations, their flagship stores are on the back of it. It felt very streetwear. It felt very Palace. It's a collab with Golden Bear, so the quality is going to be very, very nice. It's going to be a solid wool, a very tough leather, and a nice quilted interior. It's ticking all the boxes. I'm looking at the silhouette. It looks short instead of overly long. It's just, I'm trying to fault it. But I like both colors it came in. If it wasn't like £900 when it retailed, I'd be interested. But at like £900 retail, there's a reason that the small and mediums are still available on their website. Nobody wants to pay that retail price. Understandably, but yeah, it's a sweet piece. I'd love it in either of them. I actually think I have a preference for the red and white. Yeah, I think I do. Just really solid colors. Would love to own either of them, but I don't think I will anytime soon because it would cost bonkers amounts of money to buy either of them. But love the design, love the little logos on it, love the colors. Had to mention it as piece number 3. Okay, now this piece here, I really liked it. It wasn't a very autumn piece at all, but moving into the spring summer season, this piece looks ideal. I really like its design because it feels very traditional, very like mid to late 20th century. I didn't actually check out the material of the piece, but I think it might be rayon. It wouldn't be cotton. Surely not. Either way, if it's still cotton, that's fine. I mainly like it for the design itself. What we have at piece number 2 is the Roses chain shirt. Now, what it is, it's a button-up shirt with a column going down each side of the button-up there, and in that column, you have a chain of roses intertwining all the way up it. I just think it's a really nice design. All 3 colors that it released in are just black, white, navy. They all hit. They all hit. I really like the design. And then, even though it has a logo on the back, I'm actually still a fan of it. I know, it's crazy. I'm a fan of something with a logo on it that doesn't traditionally have logos on it because it's a button-up and it's not like a varsity jacket. Yeah. So to complement its very, like, as I was saying, mid-20th century looking design, it looks like it's out of the 60s or 70s, as I was saying, late 20th century. It's got this really nice chain stitch embroidery, Palace London, on the back. Just very classic, very nice. It actually kind of makes me think that it has to be cotton now to have chain stitch embroidery, because that would kind of cause the material to like crumple up if it was a soft material like rayon or silk. It's definitely not going to be silk, but you know, like a soft material like that. Yeah, I really like this button up. I think this is really nice. It looks a little bit classy, but depending on how you look and how you rock it, it could also go various different ways. I just think it's really solid. It's a really solid button up for the spring summer season. and it is a bit odd of Palace to release it in an autumn season, but I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. This is solid. This is nice. I like it in all three colors. I wish I could have all three colors in an XL, maybe a 2XL if they offered it. But yeah, I really do like this button up, which, yeah, some people may feel a little bit shafted by that and think that a piece deserves better than this one, but it really speaks to me, man. This is a really solid piece. I can't fault it for really anything. Really, I'm trying to think of something bad, but yeah, I really do like this piece. So that's why I had to mention it as my second favorite piece from the season. Okay, piece number one. Drum roll, please. This piece, my fondness of it actually came from me buying a similar silhouette to this from Undercover from their Fall Winter 21 season. And the piece that I'm putting at number one is the Mechanics jacket. Now hear me out. I know a lot of you may be feeling very different about this, but there's a lot of things I want to highlight here with this piece. I really do think this is an overlooked Palace piece, because this is where I think Palace should go. This is more of a direction I think they should head, because this is a really clean piece. We have it coming in three colors. It comes in a black, it comes in a navy, and it comes in a kind of like an iced gray, like, you know what I mean? Like a bit of that blue, bit of gray, mix it together and you get that kind of color, whatever that's called. The colors are solid. The patches of it, it's a Mechanics jacket. So they're taking vintage looking Mechanics logos and whatnot on like jumpsuits and simply just putting them on the chest. That's all they are. There's no hidden logos anywhere else. That's all they are on the chest, and I think it looks very nice having it so simple. Now, with all the little pockets on the stomach area and up on the left breast there, zip closures, silver detailing, I think it looks really nice on the black one, but still works quite well with the navy and the iced gray there. It's a zip closure, the center zip there. It's a quilted design on the interior. It's not going to be anything crazy like my Undercover Fall Winter 21 jacket. Like, it's not going to be Cupro like Undercover does, but that's insane. That's because Undercover's price tag is like 5 times Palace's. So you expect Undercover to use that type of material. I expect Palace to use polyester and whatnot, and I haven't actually checked to see if they did use Cupro or not. I'm again just going off the basis that it was a lot cheaper and that they wouldn't have used Cupro and stuff, but maybe you could throw me a curveball right now and prove me wrong and find out that it is Cupro for the lining, and then I would be blown away. I'm assuming the exterior is a hardened cotton. Most of those type of jackets are. I don't think they opt out for many other materials, but I really had to praise Palace here because they didn't go over the top here. They kept the logos to what it needed to be to fit the piece. It's a Mechanics jacket. All it needs is simple Mechanics patches and designs done in, Palace's logos done in those designs. And they didn't chuck a huge triverg on the back of it. They didn't chuck it. Like, I was honestly expecting, looking at this piece, they were going to throw like a tonal triverg on the back of it and like emboss it. It wouldn't completely remove it, my love for the piece, but it would take away some of it, and I would actually have to reconsider it as piece number one. But because it was kept so simple and it did what it needed to do and didn't do any more than that, I just really like it. It's just a really solid piece, and I do think Palace needs to do more stuff like this. Keep it classic silhouettes, nice colors. All 3 colors are sick. I love the navy, I love that iced gray, the black is sick, all the colors are solid. And they grabbed a simple idea of grabbing mechanic styled graphics from like jumpsuits and mechanic like workwear, and applied it to a worker's jacket, kept it easy. It's just, this is what we want. This is what I want from Palace, and I love this piece. And so did you guys apparently, because it's sold out. I think there's only like, there might be like a small available in like either the blue or maybe the iced the iced gray or whatever. Like, it's, yeah, but like super solid. I want to see more from this. I want to see more from like more streetwear brands where they do things like this. They grab their brand, they apply an idea to a silhouette like this, and it just works. It just works so well. I would love to own any of the 3 in an extra large, ideally the black, just because it's the most versatile, but I'd comfortably accept any of the other colors because all 3 are solid. If I had to pick favorites, black navy, iced blue or iced gray or whatever you want to call it. But like, yeah, they're all really solid. I just love it. It's a fantastic piece, and definitely me owning and trying this silhouette when it came to undercover has persuaded me to like this silhouette more. But I definitely feel like Palace held their own here, and it's just awesome. Nothing but praise for this piece. You may feel very differently. Maybe you guys, you know, maybe you really like the Engineered Garments collab, and that's your favorite piece. A piece from that collab is your favorite piece this season. Maybe you like a different seasonal piece, and you think that one's your favorite piece this season. But it's just super solid, man. This is just like, it's just, yeah. No negative comments, nothing at all. Big thumbs up from me on that one, guys. But yeah, that's it. That is my top 5 favorite pieces from Palace's Autumn 2022 collection. I gave you my thoughts and opinions on it, why I liked each of the pieces. I would honestly love to pick up all 5. All 5 in either certain colors or all the colors, definitely. Maybe not all the colors of that cable knit, because I can't get over that neon. That's just too crazy for me. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on my list, about any of the pieces that I mentioned, down in that comment section below. Oh, that's it, guys. I did it. I covered my top 5 favorite pieces from Palace's Autumn 2022 collection. And now, moving forward, I have to cover that winter season, which will be releasing this Friday. I'm pretty sure, like I can confidently say it'll be releasing this Friday, but when I do the Streetwear Talk video covering my thoughts on the lookbook, we'll cover week 1's details. And then of course I'll do a drop list video for week 1. So it's all coming eventually. Just need to find time after work to do it all. But I'm getting there, We've done this video, now we can move into the winter season, but I'd love to hear any thoughts that you have about the autumn season before we move on. And of course, I'd love to hear your top 5. You know, if I remember, I'll try and drop the range down in the description section below, and you can let me know what pieces you were feeling from the range for the autumn 2022 season. I feel like there was, you know, like all Palace seasons, there's at least 5 pieces out there for everyone. But let me know what your top 5 are from that season down in the comment section below. Of course, guys, if you want me to do more Palace content on the channel, you've just got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment down in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator of them all, a subscribe to the channel would be fantastic. I'm trying to aim for the new subscriber milestone that we set last month, but unfortunately didn't reach. We were very, very close though, which is 3,455 subscribers. We're like 1 sub off, something like that. But in saying that, I was asking you guys like on the final day of September for us to hit it. So, you know, I was doubtful, but hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we can reach 3,455 before the end of October. Well, that's everything I got to say about Palace's Autumn 2022 season and my top 5 favorite pieces from it. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. I'd love to have that conversation with you guys about it down in that comment section below. But until the next Palace video, until the next top 5 video, until the next Streetwear Talk video in general, I'll catch you later.